Art, this is where all these bones end up, huh?
Yes, after we come back from the field, this is where
Oh my goodness sakes, what in the world?
Yeah, this is a very large Triceratops. These are the two brow horns,
Yes.
and this is the nasal horn here. And actually, it has a nose that projected over a foot beyond that. So the total length of the skull from here to the back is about 7 feet. So that is a huge skull.
Art, this is amazing. I mean, this is huge. This is where you classify all the bones?
This is where the bones end up being stored. And for example, these are sorted by size. So these are small vertebrae here, down to little tiny ones like that. And these are from a variety of species, but the predominant species is Edmontosaurus, the duck-billed dinosaur.
Okay.
And these are tail vertebrae from a little farther forward. These are all vertebrae right here. This section here is the hand. This is the wrist bones here. And you can see they're really unique, and they're wonderful bones to find because almost always they have integrity. They're very large. This is the bone of the wrist. This would be equivalent of the back of your hand. Yeah. These duck-billed dinosaurs had quite robust front limbs. They didn't walk on all fours. They probably ran on 2 feet, but they had the ability. Their front limbs were strong enough to support their body.
A little bit like the kangaroo.
Yeah, kind of like a kangaroo. These are the terminal phalanges. These are called unguals. So that's just like each of the ends of your fingers. This would have been from a toe. These projections are where the tendons attach that allow your fingers to move. And then down here at the bottom, I won't pull it out, but there's the metatarsals. That's the bones in your foot.
That's hard to imagine, isn't it?
It is. But while we're over here, let's take a look at these bigger bones.
These are massive.
These are the tibias, the lower leg bone. And
just the lower leg?
Most of these are from duck-billed dinosaurs, yes.
Huh.
This is a very beautiful example. Mm-hmm. It's got a lot of integrity. This area of the bone is usually crushed because of the press of sediment.
So because it's more hollow here?
It would have had more space in there. This is a ulna. So that would be the lower arm. It gives you an idea. This is a large one, but it gives you an idea of just how big these animals were. This one's unique because it has a tooth mark right there.
Is that right?
Where some tooth got caught in it, and you can see the drag mark coming out of it.
Is that unusual? Obviously, you're pointing to some sort of a battle that was going on.
More likely, it's scavenging.
Scavenger after they're dead. All of these bones have come from the Hansen Ranch.
That's right. These are all from that one site.
Do you have any idea how many?
Well, we have upwards of 20,000 in the collection.
And how long a time has it taken?
It's been over 20 years.
Is that right?
Yeah.
This has been your life work almost.
Well, I didn't plan it that way, but that's how it turned out.
It's turned out that way. Wow.
Over here on the table, we have a couple of femora. Those are the upper leg bone.
These are monsters.
They are. And that's the longest bone in the body, and usually the largest. And these weigh a couple of 100 pounds. So you can imagine you take one of those large tibias and you just looked at, add it to this, and you're dealing with over here somewhere, and then you've got the foot below that and the hip above that.
It's hard to imagine.
These are really big animals. Mm-hmm. This case has the remains of Nanotyrannus. Nanotyrannus is one of the rarest dinosaurs, and these are...
When you say Tyrannus, so is this similar to the T-Rex?
similar to T-Rex, and there's a big dispute in the scientific community about whether it is T-Rex or not. So the problem is, there are no juvenile T-Rexes, or if there are, they're very, very poorly understood, very poorly known. So you can't have a dinosaur that's 30 or 40 feet long with